I think I accidentally used Bitcoin to launder money for the Mexican cartel.
You know, mistakes happen. You know what I mean? You forget to take the cake out of the oven. You give the cartel some money.
A little bit of money. You know, you forget, like, you're counting your dollar bills. You're like uno, dos, tres. And then before you know it, you're a national disgrace.
It is what it is. Also very nice.
Yeah, I'm just practicing my rhymes. I'm going to start this off by saying that I know any advice given to me here is not legal advice. Blah, 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 blah. So here's the deal. I've been buying drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Starting off strong in this our legal advice chain.
I love it.
And buying them from the same person for about 2 years for personal use.
I'm so in support
Great.
of this.
Admitting buying illegal substances on Reddit.
On the legal subreddit.
On the legal subreddit. That is illegal.
Gotta love that.
That is illegal. Over the course of this time, I became friends with my dealer to a certain degree. About 1.5 years ago, my friend started asking me to cash out my payment in Bitcoin rather than cash. What a trendy and up-and-coming dealer this guy is. Look.
He doesn't want this stuff, okay?
This is fiat currency.
You know what this is?
This is old news.
Garbage.
Wow. Yeah, that's how little.
You think I care? I burn my money on fire.
He wants only Bitcoins, baby.
God.
Or Ethereums.
Fiat, more like get the yuck out of my face.
Don't put it in his face. So I made the payments. It made no difference to me. So I sent the Bitcoin. On a few occasions, my friend would cash out me money and add it to the money I already owed him because he wanted more Bitcoin. So basically, like, he would send him money via Cash App, and then OP would send like all that money via Bitcoin.
He's stacking up that Bitcoin over there.
Shady.
What's going on?
I asked a few times why he didn't buy the Bitcoin himself, and he said it was because he didn't have all of the required documents to verify his account to be able to make Bitcoin transactions through Cash App. He was waiting on replacements. Whatever the reason, I didn't really question it. And looking back through my history, I did this about 20 times over the course of 1.5 years to the tune of $20,000.
I sent him $20,000 worth of Bitcoin.
I think, like, just in laundered money. So, like, not even the Bitcoin that he was using to buy the drugs, like the Bitcoin that he was being Cash Apped.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, if it was an inconvenience to do this for him, I wouldn't have gone out of my way, but it was literally no extra work. And I said, hey, we're friends to a certain degree. Not that it matters, but I did not profit anything from doing this. And yes, I know that buying drugs in any form is illegal.
Great.
All right. At least you know that, OP.
Great.
At least it's great.
It's great.
Drugs, they're great.
They're great. Do them.
Recently, I saw on the news that my dealer and 2 or 3 other people were busted by the feds for being involved in a meth ring that has ties to the cartel.
Dude, could you imagine you're just sitting there like waking up like, oh, let me get some coffee. And
let me get some of my meth.
Like, your drug dealer is linked to the cartel and he's going down.
And he's thinking like, I just laundered 20K in Bitcoin to this guy. I feel like with like this situation, at least if he's like sending money over or transferring money or he has money in Bitcoin, like he could at least have like had it in an interest-bearing account like KuCoin, get 60%. Maybe he has a little bit of cushion from leaving it all there, but it doesn't sound like he did that.
Yeah, he needs to put his crypto in someplace way better, and that is KuCoin. And honestly, Sam, right now, crypto is half off. Like, I'm buying crypto. Fire sale. It's a fire sale right now.
Fire sale. And if you use our bio link right now, if you trade with $100, you get $25 for free.
That's free money. And you can get up to 60% interest.
Yeah. So just like join KuCoin, trade $100, get that $25. You know, buy yourself a nice burrito or 2.
Get your money.
Get money now. So I called another friend who was a lawyer, and he said that technically I could be charged with money laundering.
Yo.
I literally know less than nothing about how the law works in these types of situations. And I feel like I'm in the Ozarks. Have you seen that?
We literally just started watching it.
The first season?
The first season.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
Since I don't know anything about this, I don't know if I'm overreacting or if I should be prepared for the police to bust through my door at any moment.
I wish it would have been as he was reading the news. The feds just
fucking kick the door in. Yeah.
You're under arrest for money laundering, motherfucker.
So, 1, should I be worried, and are the chances of me getting arrested highly probable? I assume the feds would be going up the ladder and not down, but I have no idea. Maybe I'm downplaying my involvement when in actuality, these transactions were instrumental in moving meth across the border. I don't know. I didn't know my friend was working with the fucking cartel, let alone have any knowledge of what he was doing with the money. My friend also has a job, so I didn't ask him where the money he sent / gave to me came from. Number 2, if I'm arrested for money laundering, How long would it take for them to arrest me? This happened about a week ago, and I don't know how long something like this takes. Do the police just show up and cuff me? Do they call me in for questioning? Do they get a warrant from the bank transaction history, trace the Bitcoin now? Should I just consider myself a felon at this point and then try to skip town? 3, what can I do to be proactive in the case that I'm implicated? Should I have a lawyer on retainer? Should I compile certain documents to drop a timeline of my so-called involvement? Sorry for the amateur hour. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I was completely naive, ignorant, or shocked to hear of this arrest. Am I shocked to learn that he was arrested by the feds for cartel-funded methering in the state? Yes. But at the end of the day, I still committed a crime and bought drugs illegally, and apparently could have also helped launder money for the Mexican cartel. Oh, he's fucked.
Yeah, he's over. It's over for him.
Today, I effed up by joining a work group chat, sending NSFW pictures, and now I feel like I should throw up. I, 25 female, work with older people, 40 to 50 male and female. And today, they added me to the WhatsApp work group chat. One of my coworkers came to my desk and asked me if I was aware what my picture was on WhatsApp. I use WhatsApp very rarely, mostly with just friends if we're not using other apps available like Snapchat. I had to check as I had not been on WhatsApp in a while. So I opened WhatsApp to check my picture and felt like throwing up. So the story behind my WhatsApp profile picture is that I saw it on Twitter, showed it to my friends because I thought it was hilarious. One of them said I wouldn't set it up as my profile picture, and I said, bet I will. So I set it up on an app I never use and completely forgot about it. The picture is a very detailed and pornographic image of Iron Man and Captain America having sex.
Let's go, breaking that back.
And I'm actually looking at the picture right now, and there are juices everywhere.
Oh,
Iron Man has an Iron Man looking butt plug in his butt, and he's stroking Captain America's.
Dude, I would have assumed Captain America was the top, but you know, the more you know about somebody.
Well, it looks like he kind of is the top, or Iron Man's doing all the work, you know.
He's doing all the work, yeah. Lazy Captain America.
Once I saw it, I immediately changed it to the most professional picture I could find. As I'm panicking and not knowing what to do, wanting to change my identity, a coworker comes up to me, usually chats with me and is very friendly with me, and he could not even look into my eyes. My boss saw the picture. All of my coworkers saw the picture. I feel like I have scarred these older people for life. Tomorrow I have to go back to work, and I don't know what to do or expect.
Move to Canada.
Yeah, just leave. There's also an update if you want to hear it.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
I just got back from work, and I did not expect this post to blow up. Crazy. I did not sleep well at all. I went to work super nervous and stressed this morning. Basically, I got called into a meeting with my entire management team and our boss. They understand that this is my personal and private account, so I'm not in trouble for that. However, I did get reprimanded for professionalism. There was concern about the image and how I was representing the company. I should mention that this meeting was 45 minutes long, and I cried. But I did not get fired, which is good. Overall, I think this will blow over. It's just a very embarrassing situation for me.
Wow. Very, very, very quick story. My phones, you know how you can have like Wi-Fi in your phone or hotspot? My Wi-Fi name used to be Connect If You Want Herpes because people would try to connect to it at airports. But then I went to like a bunch of meetings at like Asana and Salesforce and Slack and like all these big companies. And when we were looking for the Wi-Fi, my herpes would pop up in their things.
So funny, bro. That's a great name.
So it worked great for the airport situation and then worked terribly in these offices. So I changed it because of that.
No one thought it was funny?
I was just worried they were going to find out it was me. I was like, I didn't want to be in OP's shoes. You know what I mean? They would have laughed, I'm sure. But I was just like, oh no.
Yeah. You want to keep the professionalism. The corporate, as we talked about before, the corporate hierarchy and making sure you're playing those corporate politics. You can't go around throwing herpes Wi-Fi at people.
Yup.